So I've been using the Google Pixel 7a for a bit now, and I'm ready to share my thoughts. The build is very similar to that of the Pixel 7 and previous 6a. In the hand, it feels great. The sky blue color in various lighting conditions looks absolutely stellar, and it's one of my favorite color options that dropped for the 7a series next to the Coral Google Store exclusive edition color. I hope to see this color on more Pixel devices in the future. Jumping right into the cameras on the 7a, there's a new sensor with this one this year, and while it's excellent for point and shoot photos, as are most Pixel cameras, I don't think it's the best camera setup compared to the Google Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. Honestly, I found in some instances I even preferred shots from my Google Pixel 6a of last year. Now, that's not to say that these are bad cameras by any means. Again, quick point and shoot, even of moving subjects or objects, will look excellent. But if you prioritize photography in a smartphone, I would personally recommend the Pixel 7 or the 7 Pro over this 7a really any day. The sensor, again, is not terrible, as you can see from a lot of these photos. The photos look great, but I just think in general terms of photography, if that's, again, something that you put number one at the top of your list for any smartphone, I would personally just go with one of the more pro versions or even the Pixel 7. With the display this year, it is pretty bright, pretty colorful. It is very smooth with the new 90 hertz, but I do have to say with the 90 hertz, it's not enabled right out of the box. So you're going to have to enable that in order to take advantage of the overall performance of that display. Now, again, going back to that display, it is pretty bright, but it's not the brightest display that you're going to find on a smartphone. Inside, indoors, as you can see, I have it at full brightness. Outdoors, absolutely have to have it in full brightness, while the device itself looks pretty good indoors and in various conditions. I have to say, outdoors, the display is very difficult to read in direct sunlight. So as you can see here, I'm standing just outside of direct sunlight, honestly, and it's still very difficult to see the display all the way up at full brightness. It is a smooth, fast display, but again, as far as brightness is concerned, it's not going to be the brightest out of most devices. Now, watching content, consuming media looks phenomenal when you're watching this indoors. Gaming, it looks great. I do have to say, when you are gaming, the device does get pretty warm to the touch. I've had issues with that right out of the box. During setup, I noticed that it was going a little bit slow during initial setup, and then performance was fine, but I did notice that the device does heat up quite a bit, especially during intense gameplay. You're going to notice that this device is going to get warm to the touch throughout your gameplay or even throughout heavy usage. So just be mindful, it's going to get warm to the touch. It's not crazy overheating issues or anything, but it will. As I mentioned in the unboxing as well, the fingerprint scanner is pretty good overall. I have to say it's consistent. It's not the most reliable. There are times where I do struggle to get it to recognize, but the face unlock that also comes with the device is very fast and very smooth. Honestly, most of the time it catches my face before I'm even able to unlock it with a fingerprint. But I did want to note it is pretty consistent. It's just not the best in terms of overall fingerprint scanners can be. As far as charging, I typically use the wired charging. It's not the fastest. Again, Pixels, iPhones, they don't really have super fast charging right now compared to other manufacturers. We do have wireless charging, but I do want to note with the wireless charging, don't mind my dirty car here, but with the wireless charging, it's not the best. It's like 7 watts wireless charging, and it goes so slow that it basically just keeps your device at the same percentage. 86% here. You can see it's going to take 47 minutes to get that to 100. It's pretty slow wireless charging. It'll basically just keep it from dying. Just to note that, so that way you're in the know that if you're looking for the wireless charging that's now on deck, I recommend still plugging it in versus using and relying on wireless throughout your day. Now, of course, throwing it on a wireless charger at night might not be an issue. Overall, I believe the 7a is a decent device. With the increase in price, though, this year at $499 at launch, I unfortunately can't recommend this one. If you can get it for less or free with a carrier, great, but I really recommend getting a Pixel 7 or 7 Pro. With the 7 Pro, for example, you can find those easily on resale or on sale even for under $600, and you're going to get much more in return for that money. Or you can get the Pixel 7, which is very similar but offers a much better experience, and in many cases, the Pixel 7 is still free on carrier or under $400. under $500. It's usually on sale for pretty crazy pricing. There's a decent amount of things to like here, don't get me wrong, but the price of the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro just really make me question, does Google even need the Series A anymore? Let me know your thoughts, of course, though, in the comments down below. Did you pick up the 7A? What are your thoughts on Google's A series in general? Let's discuss in the comments down below. As always, thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe.